I'm now doing a sort of thing. Let me see whether everything is ready, set, go. Hello everybody. I'm here another not Friday, not Friday anymore. Saturday evening. Saturday morning. Saturday morning here, but it's dark outside. It's night outside. It's 1:18 a.m. here in Greece, and it's been 2 weeks. The week since my last program, and seems like 2 centuries. You know, things and circumstances sometimes may be obstacles to the work of God, but we should break them. We should fight them. In Jesus' name. What warriors are we? So, now, before I begin, now welcome to another Evangelist Joseph Ministries and welcome back to my channel for YouTubers. Let's now, before we start, invite some guys. Let's start from Emma and Pastor Manuel Amoku, before DJ, with Henry Moore, known as Morris Henry, Wisdom Mujoma, is a preacher, young preacher from Nigeria. So George Meombe, uh, mm, Paul Joseph. Now let's pray. David. Oh, Apostle David Oladapo. And let's invite all the David here. And the last one, Brother Matthew. So, okay, we are done from invitation. And now let's go straight to the point. Which the title today is His Name is Wonderful. What a wonderful name it is in Jesus' name. So, well, a prophet lived at that time. For some 3,000 years, the world had been getting worse and worse. Kingdoms had rearranged and collapsed and perished. As the captain of the vessel in distress sees relief coming across the water, so a prophet amid the stormy times in which he lived. And he put a telescope of prophecy to his eyes and saw 750 years ahead and one Jesus advanced to rescue. Amen, somebody. So, here, I want to show that when Isaiah quote Christ is wonderful, he spoke very wisely. Amen, somebody. In most houses, there is a picture of Jesus Christ. Hey, are you telling me? In Greece, in all houses, you find at least one icon, Christian image of saints. Hmm, too much idolatry. Don't you think? So, this one, a picture of Christ, this one is better. And sometimes it represents him face effeminate. And sometimes with the face distorted. I have seen a Western sketch of the rejection of Christ, and I have seen the face of Christ as a cut and of emerald said to be by command of Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar. Anyway, yet I'm convinced that I shall never ever know how Jesus looks until on what sweet Sabbath morning. So I shall wash the last tear from my eyes with the cool river of heaven. I take up the book of divine photographs and image, and I took a look sketch of Max and John Paul and Isaiah and so on. Wonderful and glorious. I think that we are all interested in the story of Jesus Christ. Amen, somebody. You feel that He is the only one that who can help you. You have unbounded admiration for the commander who helped all the passengers out and when he himself had perished, but have you no administration for him that was souls himself falling back into the waters from which he has saved us? Honor somebody. So, Christ was so wonderful in the magnanimity of his face. After the battle, one battle, when a general rode along with the lines, although the soldiers were lying down exhausted, he arose with a greater enthusiasm. As Napoleon returned from his captivity, and his first step was to shoot off the kingdoms, and 250 men joined the standard. It took 3,000 troops to watch him in his exile. So, there have been men of a wonderful magnetism of a person. But hear me out while I tell you about a poor young man that came up from Nazareth to produce a thrill that as have never been exiled as any other. Napoleon had around him the memories of Australis and Jena and Badajoz. But here was a man that that fought no battles. He saw who were not palace, who brandished no sworn. So he is no title man of school, for he has never was a school. He has probably has never seen a prince or shaken hands, with a nobleman. The only extraordinary person we all know of being in his company was his own mother and his own, and so poor himself that the most delicate and solemn hour that had ever come to a woman's soul that has obligated to lie. I imagine Christ one day standing in the street of Jerusalem, a man descended from a high lineage that is standing beside him and says, "My father was a merchant bride, and had no castle, excuse me, had no castle on the beach of Galilee." Who was the father? Christ answered, "Joseph the carpenter, a man from Athens, you know, give me a minute, you check something. Yes, everything moved well. Mm, so, what is it? Where we are? My God. Yes, about a man from Athens that is standing where are rolling his parchment of graduation and says to Christ, "Where did you go to school?" Christ answered, "I never graduated." Ah, the idea of such an unheralded man attempting to command attention in the world. As some little fishing village on the Long Island shore attempts to arrange New York. Yet no sooner has it that lies settled more in the town or city of Judea, yes, more than any other thing in commotion. The people go out on a picnic, taking only food enough for a day, yet so well fascinated with Jesus that at the the risk of starving, they will follow him out in the wilderness. An nobleman fall down flat before Jesus says, "My daughter is dead." A beggar tried to rub the dimness from his eyes and said, "Lord, my eyes are open." A poor sick, panting Roman presses through the crowd and says, "I must touch them of his garment." Children who love their mother better than anything else struggle to get into his arms and kiss his cheek and turn his fingers through his hair and for all putting Jesus so in love with the little ones and there is hardly a nursery nurse for the Christendom which did not take one saying, "I must have them, I must fill heaven with this. For every cedar that I plant in heaven, I, I will have 50 wild lilies." This in the hour when he was a poor man in Judea, they were not ashamed of me. And now is that I have come to a throne, I do not despise them. I hold, I hold it not back. Oh, weeping mother, lay it on my warm heart. Of such, of such is the kingdom of heaven. Amen, somebody. What is coming through the roads? A a triumphal procession. He's seated not in a chariot, but on an ass. And yet the people take off their coats and throw them on the way. Oh, what a sign Jesus made among the children, among the beggars, among the fishermen, among the philosophers. You, you may boast of self-control. What you maybe was thinking you would have put your arms around his neck and said, "Thou art altogether lovely," and somebody. So, ahead, mm, Jesus was wonderful in opposite to feeling and antagonism of his nature. Yeah. One thing logical and consistent, and you say, how could Christ be the God and the man at the same time? In fact, it's a Messiah mediator between God and man. Just John says, Christ was the creator, all things made by him, and without him was nothing to be possible, nothing to be made. Matthew says that Jesus Christ was omnipresent. That when two or three are gathered in his name, he's in the midst. That is in Matthew 18:20. So, Christ declared his own eternity. "I'm the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end." So, how could he be a lion under the foot of crushing kingdoms and yet a lamb licking the lamb that slays him? And at what point do the throne and the mango touch? If Christ was God, why flee to Egypt? Why not stand his ground? Why instead of bearing the cross, not lift up his right hand and crush his assassins? Why stand and spit upon? Why sleep on the mountain when he owned the palace of eternity? Why catch fish and for his breakfast on the beach in the chill morning when all the pomegranates are for him and all the vineyards are for his are for him, and all the castles for him, and all the patencies for him. Why walk when weary, and get his feet stone bruised? When he might have taken the splendor of the sunset with his equipment and moved with horses and chariots of fire. When begged drink from the wayside, when I was out in the crystal waters of eternity, and he poured in efforts the Mississippi and the Amazon, and dipping his hand in the mountain of heaven, and shaking the hand of the world from the tips of his finger, and dip the great lakes in the ocean, and let the Roman regiment put him to death when he might have brought down the sky followed by all the cavalry of heaven, mounting wild horses of the eternity victory. Amen, somebody. So, you cannot understand. Who can? You try to confound me, and confound it before you speak. Paul said it was on unsearchable. He went turning up from argument to argument, from antithesis to antithesis, contrast, from glory to glory. And then he sank down in exhaustion, and he saw far above him in other heights of divinity, unscaled and unclaimed. That is in all things he might have in here. Just something. So, again, Christ was wonderful in his teaching. The people had been used to formalities and technicalities. Christ set up the notion so as to be to how preaching ought to be done. There was his peculiarity about his preaching. People knew what he meant. His illustrations were taken from the calling the chickens together, from salt, from candles, from fishing tackle, from a hard creditor collaborating a debtor. How how few pulpits of this day would have allowed his entrance? He would have been called undignified and familiar in the style of preaching. Amen, somebody. And yet, the people went to hear him. Those old Jewish rabbis, no rubbish, rabbis, might have preached on the side of holiness 50 years and never got noticed. The philosophers sneered at his administration and said, "This will never do." The lyrics caricature, but the common people heard him gladly. Suppose you that there were any sleepy people from his audience. Suppose you that any woman who never mixed bread was ignorant and of what means, and when he compared the kingdom of heaven with the living of years. Suppose you that the sunburned fisherman with the fish cage upon the hand were listless when he spoke of the kingdom of heaven as a net. He spent 3 years in college studying ancient mythology, and 3 years in theological seminar learning how to make a sermon and and, and where to go out to say the words. Amen, somebody. And if we can do it according to the will of God. Every somebody. We see a wreck inside. Yes. We must go out and say to a passenger. We wait until we get our line up and go and find fishing oars and then we push methodically and scientifically while uh, some plain showmen in a rope fishing market and then little veterans, Christian veterans go out and get the crew of passengers bringing usher in and then somebody. So that is why the work for the English teacher is statement and so little law of grammar should be learned and integrated and there will be nothing but the awkwardness and the blundering even all the mind to say in the day. I mean somebody. So, well, friends, as you can see, look at my eyes. I got very tired today, and I'm hardly calling myself into therapy. So, do you mind that let me check where we are, okay? So that next week we can continue that's a very interesting lesson. So, anyway, take care for now, remain in charge, and remain blessed, and blessings to you.